You know, it doesn't matter if you're with Great Life Worldwide or any other network marketing company. One of the things that you need to know is with any business, you need constant repetition. People don't join your business just by seeing it one time. You know, they want to know what's in it for them, what's it going to do for them, and that takes repetition. And you could do that in many different ways. You could do it by talking in person over and over again. You could do it with videos like this and continually put yourself out there in front of them to let them know that you're here and you have a great business. And you could do it by emails. And a lot of people do it by emails because they're camera shy or whatever. And when you do that by emails, that means you need some kind of a system. And you know, a system is basically a process whereas you place your ads, whether it's social media graphics or where you're sending emails to SafeList. There's a bunch of those out there where people use constantly, and there's traffic exchanges. But you do whatever you have to capture leads. Now, to capture a lead means you need some tools. You need where you can have a lead capture page, a well-built capture page that has a good hook that gets people to opt into your form. And a lot of the professional marketers, and I mean these big corporations and all that, you notice they usually offer you something for free to get you to fill out the form. So you need a system, and you got to follow this process. So you got to capture their leads with a good lead capture page that attracts them and gets them interested in finding out more. Okay. And then from there, you're going to have an autoresponder where you can constantly email them, whether it's every day, every other day, or, twice a week or whatever. But you still need to keep putting yourself in front of them constantly. I mean, think of commercials on television. I mean, how many things do you see over and over again, over and over again? It doesn't matter if it's ketchup. It doesn't matter if it's tuna fish. It doesn't matter if it's a skincare product, whatever, deodorant. You constantly see these commercials just thrown right in your face day in and day out, day in and day out. So let's say you run out of deodorant, and the first time you go to the store, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? I need deodorant. Well, what am I going to buy? Well, you're going to buy the thing that's constantly in your brain. I think that's how they do it. So anyways, you need repetition to build a business. Okay, so you got to find whatever your flow is. Are you an emailer? Are you going to talk on video, or you're just going to keep posting graphics? I mean, how are you going to do it? And then you got to write all the emails. You got to have all these emails that are appealing, that gets people to take another look, that gets people to dig into it more, to learn more. And the more acquainted they get with your business, the more likely they're going to join. And some people could join in 2 days, some people could join in a week, other people might not join for 3 months. But as long as you're constantly putting that out there, putting yourself in front of them and your business, then they're going to take a serious look, and they're probably going to join you. And one of the things that I used to use was a company called Leads Leap. Okay, well, that's $27 a month. And they have a few samples of lead capture pages, but you still got to modify them to put the right words on there, excuse me, to get their attention. So once you get their attention and they fill out the form, okay, then there's no pre-written emails. You got to write your own, and so the emails got to be good enough to get them to take another look at your business. So that brings me to this. Why spend $27 when you can join Great Life Worldwide, buy one product for 45 CV, usually around $49, $59. Okay, you buy the product. They give you the lead capture page already set up and running, already with the video on it. They do all the emailing and even phone calling. So, I mean, you got a complete system here. You got a company with great products, okay? I mean, really great products. And then you got a pay plan that's never been seen before. A pay plan that's going to give you more money up front than ever. And I mean, just take the Fast Start bonuses. You get paid 3 times a week on the Fast Start bonuses. And not only that, you can make 6 figures just with the Fast Start bonus part of it. Okay, there's 4 ways that you can earn 6 figures. Each one of these streams, 4 of them, you can earn 6 figures in each one. The first 2 is like the fast start bonuses. The second one is the 2x14 matrix, okay? So, and there's 2 more. So you can earn 6 figures. Now, I'm not saying you will or you can or you won't. I'm just telling you it's there if you want it. And that's what it gets down to. How bad do you want it? What are you willing to do to make that money? So anyways, our company, Great Life Worldwide, has everything you need to get started and to continue to build, and everything's done. I mean, you know, you got the products, you got the pay plan, and you got the system. Now, the next best thing is we have a co-op. And in that co-op, they do major advertising to get you leads, okay? They get you leads. And then those leads, they follow up with the emails, they follow up with the phone call, whatever. They just keep working those leads until they either opt out or they join. And that's what you want. Those leads are there forever, okay? And basically, like I said, if they don't want no more emails, they have the option to opt out. But if they don't opt out, that means you could be emailing them for the rest of their life, okay? But you don't have to do it, the company does it. That's the nice thing about this. All you gotta do is, if you don't do the co-op, then you gotta do the advertising to get the leads into the system. Once they're in the system, the company takes over, does the emails, and does the phone calls. Get into the co-op, then they do the advertising. I mean, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do anything, but it takes a little bit of stress off you because they're bringing leads into your business. And you know, over time, these people get enough emails, they get enough repetition, they say, you know what, I'm gonna do this because I think it's gonna work, okay? And that's how simple this is. So I wanna encourage you, you know, don't just pass on this, don't just give it a fast look, dig into it, learn more, ask me questions, you know, just ask me questions in the comments or whatever. You know, click on the link, you know, in the video, and take the tour yourself. Take the tour and then see the emails that they follow up with. You'll get them in your inbox. You can opt out at any time you want, but you'll get the emails. You can read the emails. You can see how effective they are. And, you know, you'll continue to get those. And then go to the website, look at the products, read about them, you know. Check out some of the reviews on the stem cell research factor, on the, you know, the GLP Extreme, the Clear Heart, the Get Juiced. We've got a lot of good testimonials about all these products. So I wouldn't just automatically pass on this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you seriously need money, you want a home business, you want to be independent, you want to work for yourself, you know, and if you want all those good things that come with a home business, like freedom, I mean, there's serious freedom in a home business. I mean, you don't need a computer, you don't need a printer, all you need is your phone. And you could take that anywhere you go. You take it to the beach, you could take it to the mountains, you know, you could take it on tour of the United States with you and work your business. You don't have to be at home, okay? You got everything you need right there on your phone. So this is a great opportunity for anybody to want to make some money from home and to live that independent freedom, free style of a life that they've always wanted. So I encourage you, click on the link, take the tour, learn more about it. There's nothing to lose, and nobody's gonna keep bashing you about this. Nobody's gonna, you know, hound you about it. Just take the time, take a look, learn something, and then make a decision from there. You can't make a good decision if you don't get enough information. So I encourage you to do that. Click on the link, take the tour. Boogeyman won't bite you. Just take the tour and go from there. Okay, so please like and share my videos. I appreciate it, and we'll be talking to you on the next one. Later.